Hi, everybody, and welcome to our EduMatch Tweet and Talk number 5. So the topic of today's conversation will be innovative classrooms. In a couple minutes, I'm going to throw it over to our guest moderators, Valerie and Stephan. Please follow along with us on our Google Hangout on air, which is happening right now, and also on our Twitter with the hashtag EduMatch. Also, make sure that you sign up to be an EduMatch featured person of the day at edumatch.education. We would love to have you. And also, we have EduMatch Day at the 30 Goals Conference that will be held on July 16th from 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully we'll have you all there. It's like an Ignite type session where we connect educators for different projects going on. So definitely hope to have you all there. So tonight's topic, once again, is innovative classrooms. So I'm going to turn things over to Stephan. All right, we might have lost Stephan for a second. So
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, you're here. All right,
All
go ahead,
right.
Stephan.
Hey, how's it going? All right, everybody. Um, Sorry for that little delay. I have some delays sometimes. But okay, let's get straight to it. We have with us Anne, Sean, Tammy, Valerie, myself, and also Sarah, who just did the intro. So I'd like to ask everybody just to briefly just introduce themselves, and then we get into the questions, right? Starting with Anne. Could you just say hello and introduce
Hi,
yourself? Yeah, tell
can
us
you hear me?
what you're into. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, thanks. Hi, my name is Manalo-Hussein, special education teacher, Richmond Hill High School,
Mhm.
Richmond Hill, Georgia, here in the USA, and I'm really excited to be here to share my ideas with everybody. Thank you.
Okay, great. Your turn, Sean.
Hi, I'm Sean Farnham. I'm a third grade teacher in St. Augustine, Florida. I'm here with my
Hmm.
collie dog who's terrified of thunderstorms, and I love the idea of making classrooms more accessible to kids.
Right, right. That's the scene. Okay, Tammy.
Hi, my name is Tammy Neal. I teach computer apps and game design in a rural school in North Florida, and I'm always looking for any way to make my classroom a little more unique.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Valerie, your turn. Let's go, Val. Let's wait for Valerie. Okay, when she comes in, we'll talk. But maybe just as I said, I'll introduce myself. I'm based in Rio de Janeiro. Work here as academic coordinator, and at university level, I do some teaching for English language teaching and foreign language teaching groups. Again, I'm here to just I like innovating, like trying to always try new things in the classroom. So this is what brought me here anyway in the first place. Valerie, you up? I don't know if you could get Valerie. But all right, if she comes back in, she'll introduce herself. But what we could do is just what I noticed you guys talked about in terms of being the keywords I noticed picked up were unique, innovative, trying to find things that would challenge your students, make things special for your students. What can I take us? So our first question that we have up, right? As you know, we talked about the classroom culture. So they say that it's the shadow of the teacher. Do you think that still is a valuable or valid kind of saying that the teacher reflects or the students reflect what the teacher is? So if you guys want to talk about that,
I
Tammy?
can go. I can go. I
Yeah, go
hope that my
ahead.
classroom reflects a little bit of the teacher. That we call my classroom the Vortex, and I am a huge Doctor Who fan, and it is reflected in the decor in my classroom. And I take that and I try to spread that into the fact that my classroom is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside because we have the whole world at the computer. So we are the Vortex.
Okay, cool. So the vortex is the key word there. Anne, you want to add something to that?
Yes, I am just really excited to share, and I want to thank Twitter for finding this really cool article, because if I only had 1 minute to speak, it's a really good article on Edutopia called 15 Characteristics of a 21st Century Teacher by Sisina Palmer, and I thoroughly enjoyed that. And I'm a lifelong learner, and I always integrate that into my classroom, and I always feel like a student just along with my students, and that's part of my belief system. So that doesn't matter what classroom I'm in, I just should not forget to lose myself. I can expose my values but not impose my values, and I learned that from a retired professor named Dr. Whitmer, who, when I used to attend the University of Florida, and is still instilled in me today. And you have to know yourself first and be there for the students. Otherwise, the students can read you. They can pick it up.
Okay,
Thanks.
cool. All right. Yeah. What about you, Sean? You wanna add something to that?
Yeah, absolutely. For my classroom, I always say to my kids that we're a family, and most years, because I teach third grade, most years you have a second mom or third. And in my classroom, it's like a family, and I'm kind of like a second dad to them. And so it's very much, when you say the students reflect the teacher, it's very much part of the culture. I say to them, listen, when we go places, your behavior reflects on you, reflects on your classmates, and it reflects on me. And so it's very important to me that we are a group who is respectful of each other and respectful of the world, because everyone who sees us is going to say, oh, well, that's Mr. Farnham's class. And I want that to be a good thing when they say that's Mr. Farnham's class.
Mm-hmm.
And so I try to create a good atmosphere with a lot of opportunity for kids to make decisions in the classroom, because I want them to be good citizens when they get outside of the classroom. Because I know it's going to reflect back on me, and it's going to reflect back on their classmates. And I want to keep that positive for all of us.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. DNA, right? Everybody has it. Everybody's able to pick up from this. So once you know that, you keep telling them these things. I think it helps a lot. I know, for Valerie, if you can come in and say something. Valerie?
All right, I'm sorry, you guys. I was losing sound, so we had to pull off the road. So if you would just repeat, I heard Tammy a little bit and Sean. So if you just refresh the question, I can chime in.
Right. Sure. Go ahead. We were asking them, if what do you think about the classroom culture, if it's the shadow of the teacher. So what do you think about that?
I think the classroom culture should reflect the students and their interests. When you're working with ESOL kids, they tell you that your classroom should be inviting to their cultures and a reflection of their interests. So yes, while the teacher does need to make their mark, I believe that the teacher needs to also be able to reflect what the kids are interested in, so that they come into a place that's comfortable, they feel safe, and they're willing to be engaged, and we can tap into those juices and things that make them flow. I think if we're just pushing on them what we believe and what we want, then we may be restricting and limiting them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Very nice, Valerie. So there's two things you talked about there, and it adds up to what everybody has been saying about, reflecting what students are interested in, looking after their interests. So I think it ties into the second question about encouraging passion. How do you encourage them to, seek their passions, tying that in with classroom syllabus, tying that in with, the structure, the goals that you have institutionally. So, what do you guys do to blend passion, interests, what they're looking for, what they want to, and then with what you're supposed to teach in that case. So let me start with Sean first.
Well, I definitely use Genius Hour when I'm trying to help them find what makes them passionate, and we do a lot of time learning what they actually care about and what they're interested in. But one of the things I do also when it comes to actual standard curriculum is that I like to take our let's say we're doing a science lesson. After we've gone through the concepts that they need to learn, I like to let my students choose how they're going to reflect on what they've learned and share, kind of like retweeting, but basically how are you going to respond to what you learn and show that you understood it, because worksheets don't show that anyway. So I give them a variety of opportunities. I let them choose opportunities that are interesting to them, so that way when they're documenting their learning, it's valuable to them in a way that they're going to remember better.
Okay, cool. Anne, Tammy, so start with Anne first. Anne, so you're going to add to that. Very good. Thank you very much, Sean.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. I just wanted to share that keep in mind I'm from a special ed point of view, and I try not to get burned out with the legalities of doing the paperwork and the IEPs. And within me, I am just a creative person. I don't know if it's because I'm left-handed, but I always strive to look for creativity and innovation within my students. And it's even possible, I'm giving hope for all those teachers out there, it's possible to provide creativity even for kids who have autism or whatnot, because I was able to teach them technology and they can write stories on the Google Docs and things like that. And because I gave them that chance, I gave them that opportunity, I gave them hope, and it just lit up my day. That's just a perfect example. Thank you.
Great. Yeah, thank you. Very good. Tammy, Valerie, so you guys got 2 minutes to go there. Some insights. Let's go.
Well, I'll try to make it really short. I teach game design.
Okay.
And so once we get the skills done, then it's up to the kids to show me how they've applied that. And I put no restrictions on the type of games they're required to make for me. I let them decide. And so that's where the creativity really flows.
That's it. Valerie.
Yes, I agree with Tammy. Like she said, the kids are dependent on us a lot, and they want to know, well, should I do it this way? Should I do it this way? How do you want me to do it? And I tell them, I don't know. Do it the way you want to do it. I'm ready to see what you create. And so when we give them that no borders and no walls, things that they create are so amazing. And like Anne mentioned with the autism kids, I don't know if you guys seen that one autistic young man that they knew the harbor, and in one helicopter ride he was able to get off the helicopter, illustrate great detail, that great sketch of the whole city. So you're talking about everyone has a gift, and we have to tap into it.
That's it. Well, okay, I mean, just as you said, open it up, give them chances. And you guys are working at different grade levels, and at some of the challenge I have as well for teachers. I mean, not getting teachers to change their mindset that they can actually open up and do things differently. And that's one of the challenges I've had coming across with teachers. Do I have to, can I do this? Can I change this, the lesson plan or the syllabus? Can I actually make changes? And yes, you can. So this is one of the challenges I'm facing here, making them feel that they can actually make changes and make the difference in the students' lives. Cool. Sarah, because we're kind of running out of time, I'd say in terms of giving people a chance. I think once you show them the opportunity, What do you want? Let me hear from you. So it involves a lot of listening, I guess. What do you think, Sarah? I'll turn it over to you.
Yes, absolutely. So I just wanted to thank everyone. Wanted to thank Stephan and Valerie for moderating channel, as well as everyone who is contributing via the Twitter. Just wanted to remind you all that this chat will be storified as well as available on a podcast through the iTunes store, bit.ly/edumatch to subscribe at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, same bat time, same bat channel. The topic will be personalized professional learning. So huge shout out to Valerie for throwing out that topic in the EduMatch Voxer group. We're continuing that discussion, so it's going to be fantastic. Anyone can be a panelist, so just leave a comment on the Google Hangout page, which has already been set up, bit.ly/tweet talk 6. The number 6, not spelled out, but the number 6. Just write the word panelist, and we'll definitely get you in. Also wanted to give a huge shout out to Mandy Liebeck, who submitted the first ever EduMatch guest post on our brand spanking new blog. So wanted to extend that invitation to anyone who's interested. Just contact us, let us know, and we will definitely get you all set up. So one more time, the EduMatch 30 Goals Day at the 30 Goals Conference, I should say. The passion pitches are available, so just sign up. You'll see the information dropping on TweetDeck any second now. That will take you to that website just for a 5-minute Ignite for an educational project that you would like to start. So thank you so much to everybody. You all have once again just killed it, so thank you, and everybody have a fantastic week. All right, bye.